Hello, hello. This is Super Dude, and this is my Shadow Labs run. I made this group, and I really wanted a mage. It took forever to find a mage, but when we finally did, because I wanted the two CCs from Rogue Sap and the mage, and it seems like that was a good combination. The hunter was with Mr. X if they were ever needed. Quickly figured out that the mage has some good threat there, so I gotta keep tabs on it. It'll get a little wild later, but overall, I think we only wiped twice, and it were just worst case scenario happening. Oh yeah, and I forgot to buff here. Yeah, I put triangle just to monitor it, because that's the patrol. But I'm guessing somebody pulled. It definitely wasn't me, but okay, no worries. Mage was quick to react. Mage was, I have props, like the mage was awesome. Sheep, a lot of times, it was that sheep that saved us. The rogue was good too. I've played with the rogue before. I don't remember with what. Maybe a quest, 5 men. This was our daily hero, so it wasn't hard to find. It took a mage a long time, and we weren't the only one looking for a mage. I think there was another group. I'm not sure who. They eventually gave up asking for a mage and just asked for a CC, but I wanted a mage. So I kept asking. I did have hunters and rogues ask, but you know, I had a hunter and have a rogue. I'd rather have a different class than duplicates. It wasn't the time of the day where I had to settle with what was available. And again, this is the first time I'm doing heroic mode in like 16 years. However long ago was TBC. I don't know why I didn't write to the party, or maybe I didn't complete the sentence. Spell. Like the spell. Ah, okay. Right, the sheep gets this dispelled. Sap, I believe, doesn't. Where am I writing? Why isn't it showing up in chat? I don't get it. And I didn't realize it back then that I wasn't writing in chat. Alright, so yeah, we clear these 3 packs of, who are they? Rituals. Anyway. And now it was time for the big guys. I was having doubts. I mean, the healer, he's a guildie, and probably the other Shadow Labs, the normal video, it was probably done with him as well. So it was pretty cool. We got normal video with the same healer as with hero. DPS were different. So I saw an opportunity to pull this. I took it. And I realized I'm still in looking for a group at around this point, I think. Yeah, see. I think I realized I'm looking for group. Eventually, I'll leave it. These guys, even at 200%, take forever. So we clear them all. Overall, like, my real worry was the next room. Because those packs, what are they, can go up to 6. And with even just 2 CC and a trap being a big if, because it has, I think, resisted at one point. Right, a trap resisted when we wiped, but when we wiped, it was a weird, I think I messed up on the pull and ended up pulling 2 groups. Or, I don't remember, we'll see in a minute. So I'm just trying to line of sight them into here. It's a pretty straightforward. I don't know how other people do it. This is just how I do it. So I mean, yeah. Probably once my gear will be better, it'll be with no CC. Like, I understand that at one point I won't need CC. So I do remember the time when I had the gear that I just took it all. And it wasn't a struggle, it was very fluid. And of course the healer was of equal gear, so I mean, it adds, of course, having a good healer. The healers being able to keep up. In Steam Vaults, there were some, when the big green guys, you'll see, nearly died on them. I think I did die on one of them. But anyway, yeah, that's not here. You don't really have to worry too much about who has aggro. Because they're not going to whack anyone, they're just going to shoot random shit. And for the most part, if your DPS has some decent gear, they can take a hit or 2. Now we quickly drink for the boss. Did a quick misdirect. No, not misdirect. Oh, I forgot what that ability. Distract. Oh, right, he said in the chat. And again, this is my second hero arc that I'm doing, and with this boss I realized, easy. The DPS were a little worried about the next boss. I was more worried about the trash than the actual boss. The boss in himself is, I don't know. He's alright. So he mind controls people. Right, so this is how I put, like, I think those 6 will come, like that was a whole row, and that was... The mage took a big, like I wasn't even, I know you can pull it when it's perfectly in the middle, but I wasn't planning on the mage. Yeah, good job. Now finally I give marks for sheep and sap. I'll leave trap open. And I was so happy I didn't pull that pack. But something did. I believe it was this time when I rushed in and pulled it. Or the next pack. This pack went down without a problem. Right, this pack went smooth. All good. It's the next pack that we wipe on. take that side, and I mark, yep, sap and sheep, and then I pull the front, get all three, right, and this is when I realized I messed up. These die, and then I charge in instead of using a Moonfire to pull them back. And as I charge in, I realized that melee, my rogue is gonna run in, and do that. So we try to pull it off, but yeah, the rogue took aggro from someone he shouldn't have, and then everyone just did our first wipe. It's okay. But yeah, I feel it was my fault because I realized we were gonna have a wipe as I charge in. I gave the wrong impression to my melee. Yep. And then I think we have one more wipe in another room, a bit ahead, and that's it. And this is why I love also being a wisp, just a lot faster. There's also a lot of time waste running when you wipe. When you have a death, it's okay. You spend, what, 30 seconds recovering, rezzing, drinking. Here it's a minute, two, while you run back to the instance, and then another maybe minute, two, while you get back to the point where you died. Buff, drink, buff, more drinking. There was no point, in having a sap on 2. After this, it's all smooth. I really wanted to pull the 2 in the tent on the left side and the 2 in the tent on the right side. I wanted to pull them together, but my rogue had different plans for us, and he took aggro. He sapped one, and the other one saw him do it, basically, so we had to kill them. Yeah, I didn't want that one to run off and pull something. There he goes. So he had a bunch of aggro on my healer, so I just ran in to take it off it. So I see that coming. We're gonna pull it. I'm just waiting for the when it gets right there. These guys can be horrible when you accidentally pull them with the pack. If you have a chance to get them before you take the pack that they patrol around, it is ideal. So I got the 3 main. I think I got all 4 actually. But yeah, because I had a moonfire on that one, the trap was useless. And the goal right here really is just to get as quickly as possible behind a corner before the healer takes aggro, or hope the healer is standing behind you still instead of out in the open. So the range can... See, I even pulled everyone so far back, not to give anyone motivation to go further and pull those 2. Oh, right, the assassin got my healer. That was totally my bad. But I got off, combat res just in time. I didn't hear it, but if I didn't have music and it had game sounds on, I would have heard the attack. And instead it downside of playing with no sound. So we're still here. There's no reason why the rogue is jumping all over the place. I wanted to go and pull the big dude. Then I see that and I'm going, oh crap. I guess we're killing him here now and then, so yeah, it's okay. 2 at a time. maybe taking 4 would be asking too much of my gear, but eventually I will make sure that happens exactly like that. I believe we cleared this in an hour and like a minute, which was pretty cool because the weapon buff paid it basically right before we pulled the last boss. So I didn't have that buff for the boss actually. So this is the last pack. These fanatics, they hurt. Cultists, sorry. See, I like mages who spell lock without having to be told. They just understand. There's a lot of mages that would just continue shooting their fire bolts or frost bolts or whatever they're shooting, and just while one mob is out there in the back just shooting its magic at us. So yeah, I had the threat. Pretty locked down here. Can't really complain. Actually, come to think of it, we killed this boss pretty smooth compared to some of the other attempts I've had on normal. That is what's interesting. Is, I was expecting a lot harder. Again, I'm pretty sure I'm not crit immune, and I'm not hit capped anymore either. I need more power gear so I can play around with the gems. And it always amazes me sometimes. I'm not saying he probably wasn't doing it on purpose. He was just trying to get away, but always running away from the tank, and it makes the run just that much longer. I don't think I got any useful loot. I got the mace from the next boss, the one-hander. This is basically the easiest way to take out the skeletons. I just realized in the other room, the next room where we're going right now, it's good to warn the healer when you're going to pull the skeletons, because you can pull the left and the right, and then just pop iron bark or whatever that ability's called, and do the hurricane. The healer has to be ready to keep you up. You are taking a lot of damage. I mean, I was watching the mage do it. I think I've seen people do it before. But I think you have to like time it perfectly when one of them is the furthest away in their route. This room is it's actually quite fun. Easy when you have a sap in. Ooh. Right. Didn't have time to react. So 2 at a time, especially since we took the fanatics and the cultists, the melees. which I excel as a tank. Melees are awesome. That's why rogues in world PvP have a harder time with me than, I guess, with anybody else. Well, I mean, with bears. I'm not sure how they do with prot warriors, but bears aren't easy for rogues, that's for sure. Well, now that they can drop fairy fire, it's more important to leave a bleed on them because they can't drop bleeds. So even if you ambush a rogue, right, make sure you... I mean, it's nice to get like a 2.5 crit on the back of a rogue, but it's better to leave a bleed pounce. You leave that bleed, so even if they vanish, that bleed's gonna keep ticking. And if yeah, when you pounce on a rogue, hit once, mangle, and then do a rip. Don't try to get in another combat point, unless you of course get the, what do you call it, clearancy or whatever, where your next ability costs you nothing. But on the off chance that happens, then of course go wild, hit him with another one, get a rake in, more bleeds, and then switch to bear before they come out of the stun. If they lock you in a stun and can't, you're pretty much dead. It's important to get into bear. So that's how they're done. You pull both sides and just hurricane them down. So here, this is where we're gonna wipe, because I know the path's right. I want to catch the pat, but I think I sapped the wrong one. I should have picked a different marker to sap. I should have sapped the furthest away. That one. The one I actually attacked with. He should have been sapped, the cultist, right? Because once that sap broke, we got the other pack. I don't know, and having these three whack at me, that was painful. That's probably why we should have pulled this one and had the counter spell ready to pull it back. Two shadow bolts to the face, and everyone. That one was on me. I picked the wrong target. Yeah, that was my wipe. The problem with the server I'm playing on is, like, after midnight, even on the weekends, it's quite difficult to find the people who are willing to do a 5-man. Like at night, the looking for group channel can go quiet for a good 10 minutes, 12, 15 before somebody says something about a quest. Nighttime is the best time to quest though, because nobody is online. So there's less competition on quest items and so on. When I did the farming for enchanting, most of them I did at the dead of night. Except the ones for the bracers, the geos. Since they can spawn anywhere in that canyon. And there's a quest making people kill 30 of them. At night when nobody's really questing, I found maybe like 3 geos and that's it. It was pretty dead. So I didn't really wanna. He's gonna talk about the chest now. I didn't see the chest. He spoke about it. Right. And I just saw the chest. It broke my line of thought. So I didn't see it until he mentioned it. And now I saw it as watching the playback. Alright, so yeah, there's that one pat running around now. We just do this. And I realized the boss can be pulled. But I realized it's a little too late. Here we clear these two, no problems. And then we pull the pat. I checked how much time's left in the sap. We had enough time to care of this. And it's at this point when I realized, yeah, when I charged in to pull that one, I'm waiting for the counter spell, but yeah, and exactly. So we pull the boss. Mage does a beautiful job. The hunter staying on point with the ads the whole time, and the hunter did a great job on the ads. That was it was fun. We went in with not enough mana, I guess some would have wanted, but I can't even call that an ass pull, because it turned out to be a good time saver. We saved ourselves a good, what, 30 seconds? Clearing the ads, and then drinking. So here we are now, home stretch. And again, it's always, whenever we get to this point, I realize, holy shit, we're almost done, finally. And it has been quite a long journey, even at 200%. 30 minutes. I'm probably gonna have to put in the description which boss is at what time, because that'll be probably best. I'll put what time each bosses are in the description on these videos. And I'll probably add a time for when we come back from wipes, so you don't have to watch the whole wipe, the journey back, and so forth. You can click straight through to when everyone's ready and the next pull happens. I decided to do the summoner last, to make sure all our kicks and counter spells and interrupts are ready for that. And I always, I think this was an ass pull. The mage, again, did a beautiful job, understood why. We're taking 3 at a time here, it's okay, we didn't have a sap, it's okay. Because it's only 2 melees instead of 3, it's bearable, as the other guy was, I don't know, stunned, most of the time it feels like it. I was also using my stun here a lot. And just like that, 2 packs done, you know, brilliant. Everyone drinks, we got that 1 pack, and then the 3, oh yeah, I already left. Looking for group at this point. So yeah, we got 4 minutes left before our hour is up. Like that, we got that last pack left. It's, yeah, probably better. It's going to be a lot quicker and better, more interesting to watch once people have the gear. Me including, because then I won't have to use this CC, and then we can have maybe just like CC the summoner and then take all 3 at a time. Or take all 4 at a time and just have 1 of the interrupts ready to pull the interrupts on the summoning portal thing, and letting it do its cast on, you know, once the healer, once other DPS can take the hits. You know, it's as much as them as the tank. As the hit point pool grows, right? Everyone here, what did we got? A healer with 7.5, rogue with 8.8, hunter 8.5, 7.2 for the mage. So I mean, you know, of course, the mage is already not like 5,000. They can take a hit. So here we go, 1 hour is about up. We start the boss. Everyone's, except me, I quickly drink in case I have to combat rest somebody from the boom. So I give credit where credit was due. It's all in the CC. We had a smooth run because of that. I'm always like, I don't know when to start running, because I have gotten caught when I thought I was out of range. And here, at this point, look how everybody low. Look at the 0.0% on the Warlock. That healer just pulled everyone out from the brink of death. God. He's really good at healing. So honestly, I thought the boss mechanics that get added for Heroic be drastically harder. But okay, so yeah, that's how we cleared it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.